Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got another DIY video for you today. I've built this two-tiered raised garden bed. It's pretty simple. Just use some timber sleepers, some screws, some black plastic liner, black paint, and one fence post. Um, the dimensions are 2 meters long for each bed, so 4 meters in total. 500 wide and 800 high, which is about waist high if you're around 6 foot tall. Yeah, I've got a bad back, so that's the main reason that I created this tier off of the ground here. It also gives a bit of storage underneath, which is always handy. Um, yes, I'm going to be planting some bigger shrubs in the ground level, and then the smaller ones, your lettuce, cabbage, spinach on the top tier here. So, yeah, if you're interested, stay tuned because I go into detail and depth on how exactly I built it all. Um, like I said, I'm not a builder or carpenter, so don't come at me with any of your comments. And this is just an amateur building something that I thought of and sketched on my phone and just went ahead and built it. So, yeah, subscribe and give the video a like if you find it helpful. Cheers.
Okay, so this is the timber that I'm using. I've got 3 meter lengths of this pine. It's been treated for outdoors, so it's not going to rot too fast. I've got 8 in total, and each box we'll only use 2 of these in 2 meter lengths, and then I'll cut, and then the cut piece will be 500 wide. So it's 2 meters by 500 wide, and then the other 2 will be stacked on top. So each tier will be 2 high, so it'll be about yay high, and then once I stack the other 4 on top, it'll be about a meter off the ground, I think. So yes, 8 of those. You obviously need to some screws. Let me take out these screws. So these are some fancy screws I got for outdoor. See that swirly bit there? That's just a technology that helps pull the sleepers together. They also have a little slit. I don't know if you can see that right there. So that's just a to help it with pre-drilling. So you don't need to pre-drill essentially, because yeah, I don't like to pre-drill and don't have time for that. Tape measure. Obviously, you're gonna need a saw. I'm using a miter saw here. You can just use a circular saw or even a hand saw will do. Post. So this is my post. This will hold up the box that's going to be in the air off ground, and then this is just some timber. Can't even remember where I got these from. So these are a bit thin. I'm going to cut these into 500 widths, and this will be the bottom, the base of the raised garden bed that's going to be off the ground. So I'll just cut all these, and then I don't know if I'll nail it into the box or screw it into the box. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I've got a little bit more scrap timber here, so I may use these as some pegs. I think this is a hardwood actually, which will be really good to use because that's going to last a while. That will just be used as a bit of support to keep the sides together. Yeah, so let's get going. Alright, this is what we're looking at. 500 wide by 2 meters long. It's not that wide, but this is the restrictions that I've put inside my nursery so I can have, good accessibility. But I think this is enough. Like, what have we got? Lettuce, 1, 2, 3 lettuce, 3 da 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 da. So that's gonna be another layer on top of this, and then the other 2 meters is gonna go this way. So we're gonna have quite a big garden bed, even though it's not that deep. I mean that wide, I should say. So it should be about from here all the way over there, which will be plenty for me and my partner. It's only two of us here in this house, so yeah, I'll keep cutting and then I'll show you the rest of them. Okay, this is the update. I've cut everything, the 2 boxes, or 4 I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 2 meters long, 500 wide. I actually cut these long lengths to 1.9 because that's 50 mils, so 1.9 plus the 250 mils, it's exactly 2 meters. This box will actually end up sitting on top of this one, so it will look like this, right? So that box will sit on the ground, and then this box will be up here, 1, 2, and then we'll come this way out, all the way out here. So really it's going to be that long, 4 meters long. It's getting a bit late and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna cook some dinner and I think I'll just finish this off tomorrow. I pretty much just have to screw everything together and then use the post, which will have to go this high. See, that's like, how high is that going? Just below my waist. It's a good, what's that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 800 high, which is pretty good. So bending over length, you know, picking my lettuce, cabbages, it's like perfect height here. And then, yeah, I'll have the beans and things on the back, things that will grow up the trellis. And then in the front here, I'll plant my bigger bushes, which the roots can actually go all the way to the bottom. Okay, I'll give you an update tomorrow. Oh, wait, one more thing. These are the planks that I was going to put this way, and they're not that thick, but I have a few of these left over, 4 of them actually, which I can cut in half, so that'll be 8 pieces. So I'm thinking of just using the sleepers instead of this thin one, because I don't know what weight I'm going to carry, what weight this is going to carry. If that's going to be enough to carry full of soil, plus the plants, and then imagine if it's raining and it's full of water as well. So I think I'm just going to replace them with those. Yeah. Alright, so all the baseboards are cut. I have not screwed them in because I've encountered a bit of a problem. So that's the baseboards there. These are the legs, and I haven't got cut these to the exact height, so I'm going to take these out. This one sits on that one. I put a spirit level, and then I will level to see exact height that I'll get, and then I'll screw them in and cut them off to my exact height. The problem is I've got a bit of a gap here, which I don't know how to fill, and then I've actually got a gap here. So I'm one piece short, which is a shame, but I've got a lot of other scrap timber, and this piece is pretty much almost exactly enough for here. So I'm going to cut two of these because that's a little bit more narrow. It'll be fine. Screw that into that, and then on this side I will use a couple of these off-cut pieces because I've got a lot of them around, and look at that, perfect. So I'll just cut this off there, screw these into there. There is a little bit of an overhang here, but I don't think it's going to be an issue when all the soil's in and it's full of water and stuff like that, because it is only that much, and I think a lot of the weight will start more from here going that way because of the legs, so not too worried about it. Yeah, so I'll just screw everything in, and then the next shot should be outside when they're set up. I'm gonna need some help carrying these out there because, I mean, how much does this weigh? That's like 15 kilos. That's like what, 30 pounds, 35 pounds? Yeah. Okay, I'm about to carry it out, so I'm just going to show you the final product with all the screws in and everything cut, right? So this is the last two. That'll be the leg going in like that. And this is the last two pieces that I've just screwed together onto there. So this lip here will sit on there. This will be the underneath, the legs, and then we're sorted. Alright, this is the final product. We've got this tier, this level, sitting on top of this level here. So that's the join there. I haven't screwed everything together yet, so once I do, that'll close up that gap there. I've decided I'm going to paint these now. So this is my other shelf over here, which I have another video of, and I painted it black since, and I think it just looks a lot sharper. So I'm gonna do the same with this one, so that's the reason I haven't screwed them in. Yeah, so this is where I'm going to plant some of my big shrubs, like your basil and eggplant, things that, you know, can grow up a little high. So that's sitting on the ground, just directly on the ground. There's nothing under there. And then on the back half, so up against this side, I'm going to plant some of my creeping beans and cucumbers, etc. So that will grow up the fence here, which if you haven't seen my other video, it's just my little steel caged greenhouse with, what have I got? 40% shade cloth. So that lets in 60% light. What else? Yeah, so you can see the depth here. So I'm at 800 here, so it's about waist high, just below a meter. This is 400 deep, so it is like, that's my hand. I've got big hands, so that'll easily support the root systems for, you know, whatever you want to plant, lettuce and spinach, etc. in here. These are the legs. So again, they're not screwed in, so they're going to be a bit wobbly. Yeah, and I'll show you underneath. So that's how they're going to stand. So I've got it sitting just on a pot plant with a bit of timber just supporting it now while I paint the back part of it. And then I'll put it all back together and screw it in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm going to paint it black, and then I think I'm actually going to put some plastic liner in here, because there are chemicals in the treated timber. Even though here in Australia they apparently have changed the chemicals in it so they're not so bad anymore. A lot of the websites of the research that I read said that it's perfectly safe to grow, but I use a lot of organic soil and organic fertilizers, so I kind of want it to be as clean and chemical free as possible. So I think I'm going to put some black liner on, and if I do that, I'll probably just staple it in on that ledge, have it hang down, and then I'll drill some holes for drainage throughout the bottom here. So yeah, so no soil should touch this. Yeah, I'll probably do the same for this one and just have it staple in the top and then sort of tuck it underneath the bottoms of the timber there. What else? Oh yeah, if I staple it on the top, I may just put a little timber just to cap it off, just so it looks nice and tidy as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if anyone wants to build something like this for people who have bad backs, or if you just don't want to be bending over all the time, this is really a perfect solution. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys, and subscribe for other building DIY type gardening videos and rare tropical fruit videos as well, because I have a passion for those. So yeah, thanks.